All right, guys, so if you've been looking to upgrade your rifle case to make it more flexible, you might have been looking at the Magpul DACA Grid Organizer. That's what I have in front of you right here in this Apache 9800. Now, this system's been around for a while. Really good system, but we got another company that just released their modular case kit. So this is Corvus USA, and this is going to be their Talon kit. So what I want to do in this video is compare the Corvus Talon to the Magpul DACA kit, so you guys get a better idea of which kit is better for you. Now, for you guys that might not be familiar with how these new systems work, majority of rifle cases nowadays comes with this pick and pull foam. So this is usually a solid piece of foam, and then you just come in here, tear pieces off to custom fit a rifle into your case, which is really nice if you're dedicated just to one rifle. But what I like to do is I like to swap out attachments frequently, and I'd like to use my case for multiple different rifles. So as you guys can see, once you pull out all this foam, you really can't reconfigure this. So it's going to be dedicated to that one rifle and the setup that that rifle is in, with its optic, foregrip, anything like that. Now, this is everything you're going to get with the Magpul kit, and both of these, the Corvus and the Magpul, come in right around the same price. So you're going to get this base foam you put at the bottom of your rifle case. You also are going to get 3 of these grids, and these go right in the middle, and then you're going to get 2 end grids. As you guys can see, they're rounded off, so those are going to go on each end of the case. And then we got 2 sets of blocks to lock your weapon into place. You got the 2 block system, and you get 8 of these, and then you get the 3 block system, and you also get 8 of these. Now, as we take a look at the Corvus kit, this is everything you're going to get with that. You can get a base pad here, and the cool thing I like about this, it does accept an air tag for security purposes. And then you're going to get 2 different types of blocks. You're going to get 4 diamond blocks, and then you're going to get 4 arrow blocks. Now, the way these 2 systems custom fit your rifle to the case is a little bit different. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you that. All right, so the way the Magpul kit gets installed is you're going to go ahead and put this piece of foam at the bottom, and then you're going to lay out your grid. Like I said, there's 3 pieces that go in the middle, and they do have like a locking mechanism built in, and then you got 2 that go over to the side. Now, the way this system works is you go ahead and lock in all 4 of these grids, and then you take the last one, the middle one, you kind of just force it in there. What I didn't like about this when I first got it was it did not want to stay in place once I had it installed. As you guys can see, it wants to pop up. And I reached out to Magpul about this issue, and they said that I could either cut the foam or just go ahead, put a rifle in here, close it up, and after a while that this foam will actually just kind of take the shape that it's supposed to. All right, guys, so I went ahead, grabbed my AR-15. Like I said, you can see that little bit where that's pushing up, but once you lay the rifle in here, it goes ahead and lays flat. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take these blocks and you're going to lock this into the case so it doesn't move around. And that's going to be really simple. You just go ahead and take these pegs and you just slide them right into the grid. So go ahead and do that real quick. They do suggest that on the edges here that you go all the way to the edge when you're locking this into place. Now, obviously, you could do this multiple different ways if you wanted to. Now, the one thing I don't like about the Magpul setup is the way these grids are spaced apart. So as you guys can see, I got it locked in pretty good there and there. But then when I want to place a block there, we got a gap. So you will have to play with this system a little bit to get it locked into place. All right, so went ahead and put the blocks in there. Like I said, you can put the blocks in however you want. Multiple different ways to do it. But as you guys see, this is locked into place pretty good. It's not moving forwards, backwards, or anything. But unfortunately, there's some areas in here where I couldn't get the blocks to meet up with the grid and the gun. I do got them locked in pretty good here. Little gap there. It's locked in good there. Locked in good there. A little bit of support there. Decent there. Everywhere else, we're looking pretty good. But other than that, the blocks that did work out is holding this rifle in place really well. All right, so we'll go ahead and set up the Corvus system. Like I said, on the bottom of this base pad, it does have an air tag set up, so that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and install this base pad. It just slides right down, really good fit. And the way Corvus set this up is different than the Magpul. So this is actually going to be a Velcro system. So you take these blocks, you got 4 diamond blocks, 4 arrow blocks, and then these just Velcro down to this pad and hold your rifle into place. Now, what I really like about this setup is you can put these blocks as close to the rifle as you want. You don't have to rely on that grid system. So you can just Velcro these down, use whatever blocks you want. And these hold really, really nice with that Velcro, really strong. But you can get these blocks right up onto your rifle, which is nice, to secure it in this case. You can put them on angles if you want. So there you go. That's how quick and easy that was. A lot quicker and easier than the Magpul kit. I'm kind of spoiled with this kit. It just seems really quick and easy to swap out different rifles, especially if you got different attachments you put on. Let's go ahead, unvelcro this, slide it down. Compared to the grid system, it's a great system. Magpul makes great products, but I just feel like it's a little bit more tedious trying to get those blocks in the grid right where you want them. You can just lay this rifle right down, and you just put these Velcro blocks here. Hardly took any time at all for me to secure this rifle in this case. Now, if you guys are wondering how well does this Velcro hold, we'll go ahead and lock this down. And we'll go ahead and drop this. You guys can see dropping it pretty hard. And then we'll go ahead and open it up, and we'll see if this moved at all. All right, so there you go. I'm not even going to grab the camera. As you guys can see, it did not move at all. So the Velcro system in this is a really good system. Holds your rifle into place. I've been using this for a while, and I haven't had any issues. All right, guys, so I went ahead and moved the rifle over because I want to show you a couple other blocks that Corvus has. So this is going to be a 3 mag block for your AR-15, and then they also have 4 blocks that are for pistols to hold your pistol in place. So I'll show you guys how that works. All right, so we got the AR-15 mag holder. Once again, just Velcros down into place, and then you can take your mags and just slide those right in there. Really cool design there to hold your mags. And as you guys can see, the pistol block has a raised bottom, and that's going to allow your pistols to sit right on top of that. So we'll go ahead and install these. So I got the 2 blocks right there, and I'm going to put one right underneath the magazine. And that's going to hold that in place along with your mags. Now, these blocks here are extra. They do not come with the kit. You can buy these separately. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the top of these blocks, there's different accent covers that I have. So along with the kit, I end up buying some accent covers just to give it a different look. They sell multiple different kinds. If we take a closer look at this, it's kind of like a carbon fiber look. And then for this one, digital camo. And these just pop right off and then pop in. Lock into place. So it gives you a different look for your case, which is pretty cool. Now here are the blocks side by side. We got the Magpul and then the Corvus Talon. Now these are made out of 2 different materials. This is more of a foam material on the Magpul. And in my opinion, it does just feel a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna say this is a little bit more lightweight, but not as good quality as the Corvus blocks. Now, as you guys see here on this Magpul, after using it for a while, I developed like a little dent here on the foam. With the Corvus system, this is kind of like a soft rubber. I'm not really sure what material they use, but I haven't had any issue. It just kind of bounces right back into shape, and I haven't had any issues with it tearing. As you guys can look on the bottom here with the Velcro, normal Velcro, after using it for a while, you kind of get lint and stuff that gets stuck in there. This, I haven't had any issues with any lint or fibers getting stuck in here to prevent this from Velcroing to the base pad. All right, guys, so that was a quick comparison between the Magpul DACA Grid kit and then the Corvus USA Talon kit. Overall, both of these products are really nice. Me personally, I prefer the Corvus kit. I just like the way the Velcro works. It's just a lot quicker for me to swap out weapons. I like how you can add different accents to the blocks just to give it a different look. I know a lot of people like the look of the Magpul grid system, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys are interested in this Corvus kit, they do make this for multiple different cases, not just Apache 9800. Make sure I put a link in the description box below, and then I also put a link to the Magpul kit. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Which one would you go with, the Magpul or the Corvus system? Hopefully you guys found some value in this video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you guys like what I'm doing on my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until the next one, guys, I will talk to you later.